All right, welcome back, YouTube. Tonight, actually, like I've said, there's not much to do at 2:30 in the morning. Tie some crappie jigs for an order I got going to Truman Lake. Gonna be pretty simple jigs. Gonna be some minnow colors, 1/8 ounce, number 4 sickle hook and a vise. We are using 140 denier ultra thread, and I try to make my thread match the same colors I'm going to tie my body with. I'm going to use a silver tinsel chenille. I'm going to be using the blue silver out of this skirt, and we're going to see how close we can come up to some shiny little bait fish. And I've got a couple other requests to do some videos on how I cut my hackle feathers. I will get to it Sunday probably. I'll be hitting an order that's all hackle feathers, and I'll kind of lay it out and explain how I cut my feathers, how I choose my feathers. But anyway, we'll get into that Sunday because I get kind of picky when I start doing my feathers, and the only reason I haven't really done a good video is because I'm moving my hands so much and digging through all the feathers. I didn't know how good of a video it would take, but we will do a good one Sunday with that. And I also had another request to make my YouTube videos closed caption. I never thought about that, so I apologize to anybody that needed the closed caption or if I wasn't talking loud enough. I'll try to figure out on YouTube how to get that option up where I can do that. But I've cut out 5-6 pieces. It's probably going to be more than enough to cover that jig. And I got 2 different colors in there. I kind of got like a blue sparkly one, and then I got white sparkly ones. And I ain't sure if I'm going to add flash to this jig or not because it's going to be pretty bright anyway. But I'm thinking about adding like a piece of red in it. And give it a good wrap all the way to the tip of the hook. Bring it back down. I got all these little flyaway pieces. They bug me. I'll just pick them off. Maybe. I said that and I won't pick off. This tail material I got at Bass Pro, and it's really stiff. These would make good jigs to with that kind of tail. Actually, I haven't seen. I I test mine. I pull them back. I see how much pressure they'll take, and I haven't seen any yet that have broke. I would trust them enough to shoot docks with them. But that tail came from Bass Pro, and it is like super strong. But we're going to add a little bit of red polar flash to it. Right up under eye of the hook. And I'm going to start out by tying it down right there. Then I'm going to lay it right down on each side of the body, and I'm going to do real loose wraps. That'll keep it in that spot. I kind of want that flash hanging out on the back end of that jig. And then once I get it right up to where I end up with my tail material, then I'm going to do a tight wrap all the way back up to the tip of the jig head. Just like so. Now we're going to go with our silver tinsel chenille. And I'm pretty sure this is a medium size. It might even be small. Don't seem very big. And I've tied up to, I don't know, maybe 3 dozen jigs so far on this new Peak rotary vise. I have got no complaints with it. Very smooth. Jig head's locked down really tight. I said I've got no complaints with the Peak rotary vise. $160, well worth the money. The other vise, there wasn't nothing wrong with it. I just didn't have enough room. I didn't feel like I had enough room sometimes up at the hook with that inline rotary vise. Wasn't nothing really wrong with it, but I like this one better. So when I got the chenille there, got a little bit of clear coat fingernail polish to help kind of hold it on. Then we're just going to wrap it. kind of overlapping each wrap some. There's a little bit of orange in there, and I thought I picked that all out. Oh, you got tangled up with some other ones I had in there. Got it. So let's go back to wrapping. Get a good kind of thick body, fill it up some. It come with a bobbin holder that'll come over here. I didn't like it because it felt like it was in my way. So I moved the bobbin holder clear to the back of the vise, and I use that to hold my chenille before I get ready to start wrapping it down. We're gonna tie that chenille down. Go back over, pull it back over one more time, get it on the other side of the thread. Couple wraps right there. Pull it back over and tie it, wrap it there. Then we're gonna cut off our extra. And then we're gonna whip finish. 4, 5, pull it out. We're gonna put one more knot in it. Pretty close to 1,000 subscribers. Once I hit it, I'm going to figure out some kind of contest, something to do. Ain't really sure yet, but I'm getting pretty close to it. I think I'm at 970, something like that. So keep that in mind. We're just going to put a little more of that clear coat fingernail polish right there on the neck of it to make sure it holds down our thread. And that's what we got. I kind of like the red flash in it. We got just a little bit long, so we're going to take a little bit off of it. That's what we got. Good flashy colors. I'd fish it. I'd use it. It's a pretty good color combination. I did some about like that, and I done like a blue tinsel body. It come out pretty good too, but I like that silver. Let's do one more. I had another one guy ask me. There's a video I done where I was kind of holding the thread off to the side. It don't really matter if you're holding your thread up here, if you're holding your thread off to the side. What matters is that you get that wrap on that hook. Sometimes, like when I'm tying thicker thread, I'll hold it up like that and kind of use it as a guide so it all lays down beside each other real easy. Sometimes I just lay it off to the side. But, you know, like I said, basically that thread is for your base. That's to keep everything from sliding. Not only when you're tying the jig, but after the jig is done. And I keep mine coated down pretty good with that clear fingernail polish. And I don't believe they're going to slide anyway, but just in case, especially when I'm selling a jig to somebody, if I was buying it, I wouldn't want it to come apart, after a couple fish. So I get kind of picky on how my bodies are tied down. I watch on YouTube just like everybody else does, other people tying jigs. Some people, honestly, I think I might be the only one I've seen that does that. To me, it's just kind of a peace of mind. I know it's not going to come apart. I started out doing that with super glue, but the damn tubes of super glue would harden up, they'd dry up, you couldn't get the super glue out of them. Every other day I was buying super glue. And it just kind of got to be a pain in the butt, so I stopped using it. Went to the clear fingernail polish, and now the bad thing is I use more fingernail polish than my wife does. It's crazy. Whoever would have thought. Now she goes to Hobby Lobby and places like that. I get excited because I'm gonna go root Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna try to find something that I can use tying jigs. I'll find some stuff there. always kind of test it a little bit, you know, kind of pull on it, make sure it ain't going to come apart. Ostrich feathers. I've run into ostrich feathers at Hobby Lobby, and they tie a pretty cool jig. It looks pretty good. It's kind of base. It's kind of looks like marabou, but it's in stems. It comes out pretty neat. What else have I found there? I went there looking because I've seen a lot of people on YouTube saying they were getting their powder paint, some powder paints at Hobby Lobby. The two I went to don't carry powder paint, so I don't know if that's kind of like a regional thing. Maybe certain areas do, certain areas don't, but I could not find powder paint there. I got some extra fine glitter that I use sometimes when I'm tying my bucktail jigs. But for powder paint, I didn't find it. Oh well, I get my powder paint from Jason Brummel, Jason's Tackle. You can find him on eBay. Any color you can think of, he has got it. He's worth checking out. Another guy worth checking out is Patriot Custom Baits. He sent me a pile of jig heads, and I'm going to do a video with his jig heads. I think when I do the hackle feather video Sunday, I'll probably use those jig heads he sent me. But let's get back to the jig. But I do want to thank everybody for subscribing. Thanks for the comments, the compliments, even the criticism. You know, I'm not offended by that. You know, some people will comment, you know, they know a better way to do it. You know, check this guy out. He, you know, see how he does it. You know, and I'm very welcome and open to ideas, suggestions. So like I said, comment, let me know what you think, let me know what you want to see, but I promise I will get to the hackle feathers. I'm not putting them off on purpose. I've got so many orders going right now, I'm just going to kind of work the hackle feathers in with that next order. Glue her down and let's wrap it up. Like I said, the guy that bought these, taking them to Truman Lake, so I tied him up some good colors I use when I'm at Truman Lake. Can't go wrong with the silver a minnow color. Even no matter what lake you're fishing at, you're probably going to pull fish in. The next best Truman Lake color, that one right there. The Old Faithful Black and Chartreuse. Can't go wrong with that. Even like it's just about any lake you go to, you'll catch a fish on that. But that is what I got for tonight. Questions, comments, send me a message. Let me know what you think. Check out my Facebook page, Eric Massey Jig Company. Another shout out to Patriot Custom Baits. Another shout out to Jason Brummel, Jason's Tackle. Check him out on eBay, Facebook. I'm close to 1,000. When I hit that 1,000, somebody's going to get a dozen jigs. Your choice of color, size, 1/64, 1/32, 16th, 1/8. I've got no 1/4 ounce jig heads on hand right now, but I'll probably stop at an 1/8, but I'll give you your choice of colors. I'll come up with some kind of easy contest, something like that. But that is all I got tonight. 2:30 in the morning, I'm probably getting ready to go to bed. So have a good one. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell. See you next time.